एक अरसे से हम 24/7 के ऊपर ये बैठक बना रहे हैं, ये शोज कर रहे हैं। 24/7 मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया से हट के एक मीडिया है, और इसकी जरूरत यूं पेश आई कि मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया वो सब कुछ नहीं करने देता जो कि आज की नौजवान नस्ल करना चाहती है, करना चाहिए है उसको। इसलिए 24/7 इंटरनेट बेस्ड टीवी चैनल और ये टीवी शोज, इसका मतलब सोशल मीडिया हैज कम ऑफ एज। सोशल मीडिया दुनिया में एक अरसे से बहुत काम कर रहा है, लेकिन पाकिस्तान में भी अब उसके हाथ पैर खुलने लगे हैं, और उसका असल मजा पहली बार पाकिस्तान की तारीख में देखा गया पीटीआई के जलसों में। सवाल यह है कि क्या पीटीआई के जलसे सोशल मीडिया के बगैर हो सकते थे कि नहीं हो सकते थे। इसकी तरफ मुझे आज जाना है, लेकिन इससे पहले कि मैं वहां जाऊं, दो बातें मैं कहना चाहूंगा। बड़े स्केप्टिक्स हैं जो कहते हैं कि पीटीआई में कोई दम नहीं, चंद दिन की वेव खत्म हो जाएगी, इसमें शायद मैं भी शामिल हूँ, और लगता ऐसे ही है कि पीटीआई में वो स्टीम नहीं है। लेकिन अगर सोशल मीडिया पे उनकी स्ट्रेंथ और वीकनेसेस देखी जाए, तो वीकनेस ये है कि बहुत से नौजवान बच्चे जज्बाती होकर गालम गलोच को कराते, मारपीट को कराते। लेकिन क्या ये पीटीआई की कमजोरी है या हमारे माशरे की कमजोरी है जिसने हमें वो तहजीब तमीज दी ही नहीं? तो अगर मैं कहूँ कि उनकी सिफत और फितरात ही है, फितरात तो मैं लफ्ज ईजाद कर दिया, सिफत और फितरत उनकी ये है कि वो गालब गलोच पे होते हैं, बदतहजीबी करते हैं, बदतमीजी करते हैं, तो उसमें दरअसल कसूर शायद इमरान खान या पीटीआई का या इस मूवमेंट का नहीं है। दरअसल कसूर उन जालिमों का है जिसने इस कौम को पिछले 50 साल से जाहिल और मुफलिस रखा, और आज ये आलम है कि जो पढ़ा लिखा है वो भी तहजीब से दूर है। और जो पीटीआई का रिएक्शन हम इंटरनेट पे देखते हैं, इसमें मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा, हालांकि मेरा बड़ा शदीद झगड़ा रहता है पीटीआई के ट्रोल्स जैसा हम कहते हैं उनसे, लेकिन कसूर उनका नहीं है। उनको टीवी ने, उनको हमारे सियासतदानों ने, लीडरों ने, हमारे तालीमी इदारों ने पिछले 20 बरस में यही सिखाया है, बदतमीजी करो, बदतहजीबी करो, जिसको चाहो गले पे हाथ डाल दो, चाहो मुक्का मारो, किसी की चुटकी काट लो, यही तहजीब बन के रह गई है। तो ये तवक्को करना कि पीटीआई के फॉलोअर्स जो हैं वो चांद से उतर के आएंगे, ये बेमानी से बात है। और अगर सोशल मीडिया पे पीटीआई की स्ट्रेंथ देखी जाए तो साहब बहुत कमाल हुआ। और मैं जो कि पीटीआई के जलसों का बड़ा क्रिटिक हूँ, क्योंकि सियासी पहलू उसका ये है कि ये जलसों का वक्त नहीं है, लेकिन वो आज की बहस नहीं। आज की बहस ये है कि क्या पीटीआई वो तमाम काम कर रही है जो मुस्तकबिल में उसके काम आएंगे? तो साहब बेशक कर रही है। इससे पहले सोशल मीडिया एक बार और यूज हुआ था, वो क्या था, परवेज मुशर्रफ साहब 2.5 लाख फॉलोअर्स फेसबुक के ऊपर, और उन्होंने कहा कि देखो मैं कितना मशहूर हूँ, और उसके बाद एकदम से अगर उनका फेसबुक पेज देखें तो उसमें मुजरे, तस्वीर, खुराफात, ऑल फॉल दिखते हैं। तकरीबन 1 बरस जब उनका इंटरेस्ट खत्म हो गया, शोर शराबा खत्म हुआ, उन्होंने कहा भैया कुछ नहीं छोड़ा, फेसबुक पेज उन्होंने अबैंडन कर दिया, उसमें तमाम बकवासियात आ गई। फिर मैं अपना कोई क्रेडिट नहीं लेता, लेकिन हमारी एक मुलाकात में मैंने कहा कि भैया फेसबुक पेज देखें आप लोगों ने अपना कि कहाँ जा रहा है, उनके जो फॉलोअर्स उनको बताया, तो सडनली वो फेसबुक पेज सही हो गया, परवेज मुशर्रफ साहब के मैसेजेस आने दोबारा शुरू हो गए, और एकदम से उनकी फॉलोइंग 2.5 से 4 लाख पे आ गई, और लोगों ने कहा वाह 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 वाह। लेकिन ये वो फॉलोइंग है जो पैसे दे के ली जाती है। फेसबुक पे इश्तेहार दीजिए, 30-40 हज़ार डॉलर खर्च कीजिए, 2.5-3 लाख लोग आ गए। इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि उनके फैंस हैं, लेकिन पीटीआई के जलसे में जो अटेंडेंस है, अगर बहुत से लोग हैं, तो मैं भी कहता हूँ कि शायद कुछ ISI ने भेजे, कुछ MQM ने भेजे, कुछ शौक में आ गए, लेकिन बात यह है आए तो थे ना। और उसके अलावा सोशल मीडिया पे अगर पीटीआई के जलसों की स्ट्रेंथ गेज की जाए तो एक कमाल है, और मेरे आज के तीनों मेहमान इस पे बात बेहतर कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि उन जलसों में इनकी ट्वीट्स, इनके कमेंट्स बड़े वैल्यूबल थे। मेरे मेहमान डॉक्टर बल्बी साहब, थैंक यू सर, द मैन बिहाइंड पीटीआई सोशल मीडिया,
नॉट द मैन, द टीम।
Very unlike PTI to say the team.
it is a team without doubt.
Faisal Khan साहब, CEO Net Access कहूँ या from the technology world.
From the technology world.
और आपको बुलाने की खास वजह है कि आप इनकी इंटरनेट स्ट्रीम पर नजर रखे हुए थे और गिनती देख रहे थे कि कितनी हो। फैसल किपाड़िया साहब, और एमिनेंट ब्लॉगर, धंधा करते हैं आप, लेकिन सोशल मीडिया पर बड़ी नजर,
मगर जलसे में मौजूद है।
मैं ये और जलसे में
मौजूद है
बिल्कुल मौजूद।
और खास बात है कि हम दोनों इक्वल क्रिटिक हैं
बिल्कुल
इनके कारनामों। ठीक है, आपके पास मैं बाद में आता हूँ। फैसल आपसे मैं शुरू करना चाहूँगा। एक तो फैसल 3 फैसलों में अवाम हराम।
F1, F2, F3 करें, ज़्यादा इजी है।
ये F1 क्यों? आप क्यों नहीं? मैं क्यों?
F1 is
One
help.
doesn't denominate strength. One doesn't denominate strength. It can denominate weakness as well.
चलो हाँ साहब, ये बताइए कि इनकी जो सोशल मीडिया पे स्ट्रीम थी, कितने लोग थे इवेंचुअली?
I counted 26,000. So
इन अ गो।
and that was fantastic because Facebook ने जो अपना F8 launch किया था, developers conference, which is seen worldwide by 750 million people target market, they had 85,000 streams. So Facebook had 85,000. These guys managed to get 26,000. I think that was fantastic.
और ये ISI ने लाई थी।
No, and I'll give you one thing. London TEDx, one of the TEDx's TED conferences was done the global. One of the things they managed to get 2,600, 2,700, 3,000, 4,000. Getting 26,000 streams, and this is people say it's not accurate, and you're right.
How the hell is that now?
Suddenly it's not accurate only when it's a PTI stream.
So Gallup का poll है या वो?
No, it was obviously the PTI people were a little over generous with it, saying 30,000 हो गया ये वो, because they were counting. They were counting 2 different things, but it was the main thing.
इनको तो 1 to 6 दिखता है ना, लाख का जलसा 6 दिखता है, वो तो खैर
but the thing was,
but there was another stream.
I know, but I counted that, but the thing was that stream went off online, so many people were not able to see it for many times. I had both the streams going on, but the thing is, 26,000 was the number.
Unique users at a given point.
The closest approach to that number that I can think of in Pakistan was again their Jalsa in Lahore, which was about 6,000, 7,000.
वो crash हो गया, वो unfortunately.
And that was because
technology issues.
Yeah.
Okay, now और पहले पे तो वो हम कहते हैं ना,
So from 7,000 to 26,000.
26,000, unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's equivalent of the National Stadium being completely filled with people and everyone checking out a stream.
Absolutely. और ये 26,000 अगर हम लोग बहस करते हैं कि जलसे में कितने लोग थे, और मैं बड़ी क्लियरली कह रहा हूँ कि मैं सख्त स्केप्टिक हूँ और क्रिटिक हूँ, इनका नाराज़गी में चलती थी, लेकिन अगर 1,00,000-2 लाख की बात हो रही हो जलसे की फिजिकल अटेंडेंस
110
तो एग्जैक्टली तो 26,000 की इंटरनेट अटेंडेंस ऑफ ग्रेट.
Just to add to your data, 140,000 hours of streams that we did, and about 30,000 gigabytes of data was transferred.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing that's very important for people to know. Canada and the US were offline at that time. It's very important to understand that.
Middle of the night.
It's middle of the night. Very important to understand that.
So let's take a safe projection. अगर वो
Middle East was viewing it on television. Certain people were viewing it on this thing because offices तो off थे ना सारे.
बिल्कुल
ठीक है ना. Europe was completely off. Completely off.
And you can take these numbers in translation and the fact also कि अगर आप 10 लोग होते हैं आजकल normal society with there 10 people standing in one place, maybe one of them is a internet savvy or social media user. So if 26,000 are viewing it online, तो multiply that by 10 and you get the amount that doesn't.
और वो मैं उसकी वो projection भी लेना चाहूँगा कि अगर North America or
they were off. I mean, simply it's a matter of the day and night.
तो अगर वो करते तो safe projection 35,000.
और weekday होता.
अगर नहीं वो तो
probably higher.
35-40 की बात करते हैं, ठीक है? तो उसकी बेसिस पे हम ये कैसे उसमें चलो 40,000 में से 20% क्यूरियस थे. ठीक है.
Right.
पर 80% क्यूरियस नहीं थे, वो एक्साइटेड थे. ओके, फैसल आप वहाँ मौजूद थे और शुरू में आपने यार थे बेगन आपको घसीट
बेगन ही है जी.
वो आपको घसीट के ले गई. Being a skeptic when you get there, do you feel कि जो सोशल मीडिया यूज़ किया गया, जो टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ की गई, उसका इफेक्ट, उस इम्पैक्ट जो है उस जलसे पे तो हमने तय कर लिया काउंट थी, लेकिन what role did it play in making this a success?
Well, it played a huge role because let me tell you how it was as a skeptic when I got there. You know, when I was going there, I was doing nakhras, नहीं जाना ये है वो है. When I was halfway, अब आपके tweets आना शुरू हो गए कि Faisal you cannot get in. It's completely full. Now me being me, I thought this was a complete drama, but it wasn't. When I got there, there were families sitting all across the front of Qaeda Azam's Mazar, completely covering the front. There were people sitting on the embankments. There was no place, even on the embankments of that flyover outside. When I got to the gate, I had to literally push my way with my family inside the family enclosure, and his family was with me as well, and his kids were with us as well. We were like sardines, man. It's not a joke, like packed like this. And I have, quite frankly, never seen a Jalsa in Karachi with this much spirit, because you could see that the people that social media usually attracts is people who are educated, people who know what their basically ethics are, basic ethics, and they have a lot. Well, that's debatable. इनके supporters की बात नहीं हो रही, generally. सिर्फ इनके supporters तो नहीं आए थे ना, मैं भी वहाँ था.
इम्कान भी थी, ठीक है.
तो awareness जो थी वो इतनी ज़्यादा थी कि the crowd, you could see it. People were sharing food, people were sharing water.
Faisal, I fully agree with the excitement there. और वो तो paid हो सकती है, वो छोड़ दें आप. Point is,
they paid नहीं हो सकती. Families cannot be paid by the ISI to come.
You'd be surprised at the kind of political.
Have
you met a person? Strength, not a politician.
You're going into a grey area that we know nothing about.
Exactly. So let's just chhad do.
Okay.
So why make the comment?
Yeah, exactly.
But why make the comment?
मेरा सवाल
speculative, no?
No. I'm saying कि वहाँ जाओ.
Speculative. I'm sorry, but I don't agree with that.
Speculative.
Yeah, absolutely speculative. I know personally families that went there.
But of course they did. But you know 10, and I can name you 100 who went there because the political party told them to.
Okay.
So you know what? It's
at the end of the show, let's do that list.
We already
100.
We only did that yesterday. And let's not repeat that.
100.
We didn't do that.
This is irrelevant.
No, it's very relevant when you just make but you make a flying remark saying, you know.
Of course, it's a flying remark. That I said.
इसको बोलते हैं दूध में मेंगनी डालना.
No, let me repeat what I said. I said that could have been there, and
why even say it?
And then shrug it aside also.
Because
I mean, quantum physics over here. I mean, you know, possibility could happen, and it's happening. And
okay, ask your question.
Yeah. Thank you. Let's have common sense here. And like, you know, you go into areas where we can't carry.
Buddy, you brought the question up, not me.
Of course, there were you know what? There were political parties sending people there. There were a lot of people who were there who didn't necessarily want to be there.
Do you have any air price? The thing is,
but that is not the discussion.
That's just speculative.
The discussion is what role did social media play in establishing that strength over there?
What role did social media play? Social media was so important in just creating the awareness for people to get there. A. Secondly, on getting the word out to the international audiences कि पाकिस्तान में क्या हो रहा है. Al Jazeera carried my tweets.
There you go.
ठीक है. CNN was carrying our tweets. Reuters was carrying other people's tweets that were present in the Jalsa. Not these people. Not the organizers. The audience.
Absolutely.
So that had a cumulative, massive impact in the world. Look at what's happening in Pakistan. And it was carried by every international newspaper. Hundreds of thousands attended Imran's rally. BBC said tens of thousands, whatever. But the word got out there. That's what social media did.
I'll tell you one thing. I have got Bloomberg and Reuters. There was nothing, BBC, CNN, nothing till about 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Certainly
nothing.
Happened.
Boom.
Because I got
it was certainly well. There you go.
5:30.
So suddenly Bloomberg had a line. It was not even a line item. Not even a line item there. Suddenly they had a story up.
Actually,
suddenly Reuters had a story. Everyone else
didn't start till 5:30.
How many trends did you manage?
The whole
got 11 trends. 11 global trends on Twitter. जिसमें से random Abrar, Ul Haq went separately. SMQ.
Dil Pakistan.
Jangi Tareen, Dil Pakistan was more important. PTI Jalsa.
PTI Jalsa went.
Yeah, PTI Jalsa was there.
So we had about 11 trends that we went through. Imran Khan और जो speak करने आता था वो अचानक. But what I realized, his comment कि the US and the UK were sleeping.
Right.
So it was easier for us to get that time slot between the 5 and 9 o'clock time slot जिसमें हम जो talk of the town बनती थी ज़्यादा तो Twitter में आपके trends बढ़ जाते थे. Easy to get into the. So if I was a critical.
So are you saying if US and UK were awake or Europe?
It would have been far more difficult because when Christmas would have taken over.
Why would have been?
Because it's one day when Desi's relaxed. I mean, come on, seriously.
No, but I think जब वहाँ talk, what happens is topics.
Do you think it started internationally registering at 6 o'clock because people woke up at 6 o'clock?
No, it didn't.
It's because your Jalsa actually started at 5:30.
The frenzy.
सुबह से लोग ख्वार हो रहे थे. नहीं सुबह से लोग ख्वार हो रहे थे.
सुबह तो कुछ
There was nothing to talk about.
Wait, they announced the Jalsa to start at 1 o'clock, man.
वो तो हमको नहीं, we our plan was clear.
लोग वहाँ 12 बजे
I don't
पहुँचे हुए।
understand where you guys are going. I do not think you got the trends just because US was asleep. I think there was enough strength. If he
No,
said-
there would have been more strength.
Right. So, no.
You're saying the opposite.
He's
There would have
saying-
been more
he's
strength.
saying
He's right.
he got the slot because Christmas
No,
was
no,
not
no, no,
trending.
no. No,
I'm saying
no.
Christmas was already trending. Christmas
we
was already
would have
trending.
trended.
Christmas
because
was
if you have
already-
26,000 people watching a video stream, so you can just imagine the number of people tweeting out there.
If you don't think that, you know,
And you know-
अगर एक trend होता, तो आप बोल सकते थे कि
Exactly.
fluke है.
And I knew-
Every
and I
person that
know-
would come on stage would trend.
Exactly.
And I know some people who are hardcore PTI fans, etc.
Like yourself.
Like myself,
Yeah.
like myself. I don't deny
Blinded,
that.
yeah.
Thank you. But you know, they were in Toronto and you know the other areas.
Yeah.
Just even they couldn't manage to get themselves up on a Sunday or whatever at that time, early in the morning to watch it. So quite a few people missed out. Quite a few people
No, of course.
from the US.
I'm not even.
So
What I'm trying to analyze, no, I agree. We will take credit for it, but I'm also
Sure.
saying कि जो हमने क्रिकेट और इधर उधर जो ट्रेंड्स करने जब जाते हैं, when we trying to get that, बड़ी मुश्किल से पाक क्रिकेट ट्रेंड करना बहुत मुश्किल होता है technically. But what I'm saying, if a social media analyst will look at it, I think पाकिस्तान से अगर आप 5 से 9 बजे का टारगेट करें, the world is kind of drowsy क्योंकि US और UK की तरफ से आ रहा है. It's easier to get trend, but I take credit for
I
it.
refuse to buy that.
Let me
No, I agree. I agree with
put it
you.
It's a time slot.
Let me
You
put
have
it
to-
into a
Take
better
credit now.
perspective. For
No,
you.
I-
The last time we trended like this was in the India-Pakistan semi-final in the
Yeah,
World Cup.
yeah.
There were 2 or 3 trends at that time. Lala trended
And the Veena Malik thing.
and the Veena Malik thing.
No,
So that's about the
But
same
you see,
scale.
my point is that a cricket
Veena
match
Malik and
is-
Imran Khan
cricket
aroused the
match
same
affects
kind of-
just so many people. Veena Malik is a scandal for just so many people, but this was affecting directly or indirectly 180 million people.
Ah, of course.
And it was being, what I'm trying to establish here is, and I don't know why you don't want to agree to it, humility or whatever, but thing is, the educated globally, the people who are sitting all over the world were excited about this because now
Dude, I know
no,
people
no,
who flew in
I
from
think
Germany.
he's saying
No,
a very
I know people who
I
flew
can
in from Germany for
I
the
can become
Jalsa.
critical politically and say that what was said at the Jalsa was just useless.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can no, please. I can see you guys have to. You guys want to
Yeah,
play
yeah, yeah.
on grey areas, not on the real.
Carry on.
All the tsunami promises, all the promises of change.
Yeah, I think
none of that happened.
we're
Hang on.
getting off the track. Please
No,
ask.
I'm on the track. None of that actually happened. Breaking news. We will make disclosures and Shamim.
Nuclear disclosures.
None of that.
Nothing.
Nothing happened. It was just rah. But that's not the discussion. The discussion is people were still hoping and expecting, and people are still, roaring for it. People are still rooting for it. So you had the audience.
देखो I'm
You had the
I'm
eyeballs.
not undermining the fact कि we had the talk of the town going through. What I'm actually looking at it कि why I look at it as critical perspective. Why did we trend 11 times? There must be a reason behind it. एक तो talk of the town तो है ही. 26,000 लोग देख रहे हैं Twitter.
In time demographics, I agree.
Time. I actually believe the time is for any social media analyst.
Because the
has to
US doesn't
understand.
pick up until about 9 o'clock
Sure,
our time.
okay,
So
fine.
that's what I'm saying. So overall talk of the town में क्या होता है कि you have this spectrum of keyword that rises up.
Okay.
अच्छा उस 10 keyword में से since in US and UK were slightly drowsy and not waking up yet, तो और Christmas था उस वजह से I feel कि these trends came up. I take full credit for it. I'm not shying away.
You know, one thing you should see is if you ever use it on TweetDeck and you just put that word PTI Jalsa on a window by itself, it just went by.
Yeah,
So
it was insane.
you literally
It
couldn't
didn't
see.
pause. It didn't
You
pause.
just didn't
Oh,
pause.
absolutely.
I had not seen that before. I mean, World Cup cricket में भी इतना तेज नहीं गया था.
World Cup it goes like this.
हाँ.
This was going.
This was just.
Yeah, exactly.
I fully, like I said, the 26,000 people who were watching a stream, that's just a reflection of the number of people who were actually
When-
talking about it.
My thing is, what was excellent about this thing was they looked at the Lahore thing, they corrected the mistakes,
The technology.
and they went like five-fold bigger.
Fantastic. Okay, you had an OB standing there, and you were actually
We-
running it like a TV channel
We had the output from the OB1. We had this in
with tickers and everything.
ticker हमारे पास था. What happened was we were managing the ticker. OB1 से हमको output मिल रही थी with our flag and the ticker. सारा ticker was being managed by us because we wanted we had another project going called 80022 I report. So people in the Jalsa would send in a message to iReport at 8022 and they could update us कि जलसे में क्या हो रहा है, the emotions and the psyche going on. So we were actually then translating that, वो क्योंकि Roman English में
running a ticker
नीचे चला रहे थे, नीचे messages कर रहे थे. We were actually managing that ourselves. We were managing Facebook, we were managing Twitter.
Fantastic.
And we were lucky to have a container, an office container, totally locking ourselves in 6 computers, 7 computers, 9 or 10 people inside that. And जब रेला आया तो we were actually locked inside because हम दरवाज़ा खोलते थे वो दरवाज़ा बंद हो जाता था because वो इतने लोग बाहर होते थे. So it was a totally professional. I am proud to say that we've done remarkably well from Lahore. Lahore में क्या हुआ था, हमने एक टेबल रखाई थी और टेबल जब वो it was right in front of the stage and
it got pushed and so forth.
Got pushed, so electrical circuits, everything went off. So we realized we have to be on the side, on the back end, not in the front end. और बैक एंड में हम कंटेनर जो था, आई होप वी कैन रिपीट दैट एवरी टाइम बिकॉज़ कंटेनर में मिट्टी शिट्टी सब बचे.
Well, I hope you don't have to. I hope there are no more jalsas because
there should be.
It's a waste of time and money. But that's a different discussion.
But by the way, why didn't you guys have enough live music? Like, I mean, Lahore Jalsa had a lot more live music.
Oh, you want to go in that direction? Why was Salman Ahmed singing in the... I know the answer, but maybe a lot of people don't know.
Yeah.
People are still talking about it. Why was he singing in Aliyah?
I think Imran Khan has for about a year and a half has been saying that
because you know that people come to your Jalsa to listen to music.
Absolutely fine. I mean, it has to be an attempt. I don't disagree with that.
No, they've got a teen audience, man.
There is a youth. You got to appeal to the youth. You got to appeal to the youth in any way you can.
Yeah,
Social media से आए या music से आए. But हमारे deliberately ये था कि वो लाहौर के जलसे में 3-4 लोग हो गए थे. है ना, इसमें we were expecting another person. We were expecting Ali Azmat, but Ali Azmat didn't show up. तो उस लिहाज से we were expecting, or we wanted strings.
But and Abrar was supposed to, I guess, sing, but
you know what is
did
very interesting is, although I've not seen it, but I think PTI should now really spend money on many analytical tools and services to really track their growth of their social media action.
I think we are, but
I don't know what's that worth.
But it's a lot. In analytics and insights are always a lot.
For you and me, but it does not translate into real politics, unfortunately.
No, you know.
But as far as the music is concerned, I'd like to say something. These political jalsas are really, really nothing but motivational talk. Like, ho. It doesn't achieve anything.
Most of them are.
So throwing in songs, or throwing in a naat at a Jamaat Islami jalsa, or throwing in Milli Naghme at PMLN, you know what? It's perfectly alright. I don't know why people.
I never said it's not perfectly alright.
There's only the.
I'm just asking why there wasn't more, as much as it was in Lahore.
Oh,
यहाँ कम था. इसलिए पूछा. Karachi crowd loves music.
Okay, I want to ask you a question.
I think they overdid.
I want to ask you a question.
There was too much interruption.
The played music, the live music की मैं बात.
No.
Yeah, okay.
I want to ask you a question. You keep saying, hinting here and there that there's no substance, there's no details.
Where's the substance?
No. Of the Jalsa.
Why do you want to take it away from the different direction?
जलसे में आप substance पे जा नहीं सकते.
नहीं जा. Thank you.
You have to be motivational. You have to be hoo-ha चलना पड़ता.
That's fine,
That's
right?
what Jalsa is about.
That's what I'm saying. So throwing in songs, nothing wrong with it. That's what I'm saying. All right. My last question to all of you. What's next? What's the plan? अब आगे.
I think Quetta.
I hope oh God, फिर कुछ
जलसा तो होना है. जलसा you have to have the rallying cry, motivation.
करे जाए. अल्लाह करे कि तब तक जो कबाड़ा हो रहा है वो उस आप जलसे करते रह जाएंगे.
As far as the social media goes,
मियां साहब का जलसा जब हम रिकॉर्ड कर रहे हैं इससे कुछ
as far as the social media goes, we are in the process of redesigning a website because it is a huge. It's a huge problem. It's an old technology that we're up against. So I think hopefully in a month or 2 months we'll be up with a new website which will integrate the social media in a far more detail. बाकी हमारे बहुत सारे projects चल रहे हैं. 8022 project चल रहा है which is the SMS space. We want to centralize and coordinate के constituency level तक हम voters को SMS के base पर target करें. We have वैसे Facebook etc. और जो abuse की जो बात है.
I have a question regarding that if I can interrupt.
Abuse के?
जो आपके commentators हैं, we were sitting someplace and somebody informed us, somebody informed him, and I was just listening in कि there were 20 accounts that they found on the day of the Jalsa that were not PTI, but they were acting as PTI. So that happens a lot as well. Other political parties, okay, yeah. But can you have an organized team of people who can answer the questions that people ask PTI? Because you know, every question cannot be answered by you. There has to be a dedicated team of professionals in social media कि भाई ये बंदे इन areas में ये जवाब देंगे.
Official team ही है, बाकी बात में. लेकिन फैसल उसमें एक और मसला है ना. They are just fans behaving like.
Yeah, they're not official.
No. But if they have their official team, which is ready to answer. नहीं fans तो फिर you don't have to identify the social
irritant
team.
fans हैं इनके. जो मेरी
the trolling thing, ना, that's a very genuine concern, and I think it's a menace. It's a genuine menace.
इसमें problem पता है क्या है?
It's self-manifested. You have no control over it.
मैं तो ये कह रहा हूँ.
Everyone tries to be
इसकी problem सिर्फ ये है जो मैंने बार-बार अपने shows पे कही है कि पीटीआई ने आज तक आके स्ट्रॉन्ग वर्ड्स में उसको डिनाउंस नहीं किया.
नहीं यार किया है. I don't agree. He's done it on Twitter so many times.
My father's done it.
कहाँ से आ गया?
My father's
he's social media ये रन कर रहा है पीटीआई का यार.
एक मिनट before we go.
Commander of PTI जैसे हमारे सुप्रीम कमांडर इस्लामाबाद में, the supreme commander of PTI should say I denounce this and anyone who does this is not a Tehreek-e-Insaf member. Please leave this.
अच्छा, just hold your horses. Hold your.
इमरान ने कहा है.
नहीं. अरे यार मेरी बात सुनो यार.
एक सेकंड. Let him hear. हाँ.
On the 25th, we have actually recorded a message by Imran Khan, which
Thank you.
Within a day or so it will come online.
Thank you.
We've recorded that message. He has been very strong.
तो मैं भी तो कह रहा हूँ किया है. आपको पता नहीं चला ना रिलीज करा.
Agree. It will come in a day or so. It will come online. I'll just follow that through. जो questions वाला we've done that project. We've actually said ask PTI वाला project.
There you go.
The only issue is it's buried in one blog post in the insaf.pk. We just have to prominently highlight that. हुआ ये, I don't know if you must have missed it. About 10 days back जब पहली दफ़ा हुई थी, पहली दफ़ा हमने जो why are you taking electables वाला एक FAQ, we've done about 25 FAQs.
I saw that. That was very good.
उसका link
justify that.
क्या आप पढ़िएगा. Read that.
मैं आपकी अज़मत को.
ठीक है.
No, they've made a whole FAQ, you know, questions that skeptics ask us. And that is
it's very similar to the 10 questions that Time does. It's very similar to that.
Why have you taken people like Savati?
Yeah.
Sardar Asif.
Let's not go there again.
पढ़िए. Before we go into it, मगर as the FAQ.
सलाम करना चाहता हूँ.
बहुत शुक्रिया सर आपको. वालेकुम सलाम. मगर आप PTI कब ज्वाइन करेंगे?
एक और भी मेरा इसी से related question है. Since you are doing all this and you are trying to get as transparent as possible, when are you going to put your accounts online?
देखो ऑडिटेड अकाउंट्स 2009 2010 के 2011
आपसे कौन पूछ रहा है?
ऑडिटेड अकाउंट्स
सर इनके लीडर्स की सोर्स
मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूं ना यार. आप इंटरव्यू कर रहे हैं, बस जवाब देने दीजिए.
इमरान खान की सोर्स इनकम दिखा दी. लीडर सब की आई.
शाह महमूद कुरैशी की सोर्स इनकम क्या है?
ये सारे स्वाति ने अपने डॉक्यूमेंट्स दे दिए इमरान खान को.
नहीं, उन्होंने अपने एसेट दिखाए.
सवाल का जवाब उन्होंने
अच्छा, so you've given
इंटीग्रिटी
यार
डाके का पैसा को.
अरे ये डिक्लेरेशन होगी एसेट्स की डिक्लेरेशन. यार व्हाई गोइंग टू द निटी?
दैट्स क्रूशियल. पैसा आया कहां से?
I think we digress.
तो देने दो उसको. अकाउंट्स क्यों नहीं ऑनलाइन डाल रहे?
ऑडिटेड अकाउंट्स 2009 2010 के आ चुके हैं, 2011 के आ जाएंगे आपके पास. ऑडिटेड अकाउंट्स that's
but I want okay, one second.
इसको यहाँ से पकड़ो, यहाँ से पकड़ो यार.
सोर्स ऑफ इनकम इज अ ह्यूज प्रॉब्लम.
यार एसेट डिक्लेयर करोगे, एसेट डिक्लेयर करोगे, व्हाट इज सोर्स ऑफ फंड्स भी आएगा ना.
सोर्स वो तो कहते हैं मेरे 2008 में इतने पैसे थे, 2008 तक कैसे पहुंचे ये तो बताओ.
वो ऑडिटेड अकाउंट्स है यार.
2008 से शुरू कर रहे हैं आप. 2008 में जो $200 मिलियन था वो कितना आया
यार? आप पूरे उसके बचपन से
एब्सोल्युटली. अगर वो सारी जिंदगी डाका मार के पुल्लन देवी की तरह अब आके असेंबली में बैठ गया तो वारी वाह.
मगर सर ऐसे लीडर के साथ जब हम पार्टी जब लेके जाएंगे तो
यू हैव टू डिक्लेयर.
यार मैं तो ये चाहता हूँ कि इनके पास जो डोनेशंस आ रहे हैं, ये सारा जो सोर्स आ रहा है, उसको ये अकाउंट्स में अगर डालेंगे तो इनकी पार्टी के लिए बहुत अच्छा होगा. क्योंकि ये फिर यार पार्टी अकाउंट्स में बात है. Then they can turn around to a party which is any other party in the book and say where are your accounts?
But FQ, I'll tell you one thing on FK. You asked this of them. I don't see you asking this of PML. I don't see you asking of PPP. Hold on, let me ask him. I see you asking. People put a lot of pressure just because they're good on social media. That they you trolls hai, ye hai. Every little thing that happens in town, what has, I see literally thousands of tree huggers, and pardon my French, but that's all they are. tree huggers writing, excuse me, why isn't Imran Khan saying something about this thing? Why isn't Imran Khan saying, I think Imran Khan's got a lot more to say. And हर चीज वो करके इसको tag कर रहे हैं कि जी इमरान खान ये क्यों नहीं कर रहे. So trolling is part of their problem as well.
This is a very valid point.
मैं आपको जवाब दे देता हूँ कि भैया जरदारी साहब तो दुनिया बदलने नहीं निकले, ना नवाज शरीफ साहब दुनिया बदलने निकले, आप दुनिया बदलने निकले.
No.
और मैं पारसा हूँ.
Okay, so hold on.
बेहतर भैया गंगा नहा.
Hold on to the antics.
मुंह में हाथ डाल के निकाल रहे हो तो जवाब दो.
Faisal, hold on to the theatrics and antics.
It's not theatrics.
It is.
It's logic.
Okay, no, theatrics and antics.
It's
Please.
absolutely.
Please.
Don't
Don't put lipstick on a pig and make it look good, yaar. I mean,
What about theatrics and antics?
This is exactly what you're doing.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm answering a question and you're making a word. So let me give you an answer. You just target one party. One party.
Because this party
let's
change.
Yeah, hold on. And when anyone tries to talk to you, you block.
Obviously, I block.
So I mean, give me the patience. आप दिखाए ना मुझे.
You attack me, I block you.
So you don't attack them?
I do not attack.
Oh, please.
When was the last time I tagged anyone?
For crying out loud.
When was the last time I tagged anyone in my
life? On your shows, you abusive. Abuse not in
No, not attack.
Not abusive. Not abusive.
Not attack.
But
the language that he used is sometimes very derogatory to the character.
Block me.
Why?
Go ahead and block me.
Tolerance है भाई हमारे हम लोग नहीं करते.
ना मुनासिब गुफ्तगू करते.
If you tag me, I'll block you.
बदतहजीब.
Don't tag me.
So this is exactly how you entice trolling.
मेरे बारे में जिसने जो कहना कहिए, मुझे टैग मत कीजिए.
ब्लॉक कर देंगे.
हाँ?
नहीं
मुझे टैग मत करें.
इनको आपने you want to peel them off. Just take a random picture of maybe a truck hitting a donkey or something and tag Faisal Qureshi on Facebook.
I'll block you.
He'll love you. He'll love you.
No, I'll just block you.
So keep doing it again and again and again. Ask the trolls to do it. I sent this message out. Everyone take a picture, random picture. Faisal Qureshi को tag करें Facebook पे एक बंदा एक दिन में 10 बंदे tag कर लें 20 tag कर लें.
मैं ब्लॉक किए जाऊंगा.
बस मजा है.
और मगर इल्जाम किस पर लगेगा? पीटीआई पे लग जाएगा.
No, not at all. I'm telling you.
I don't. Right now, because you're successful in social media, all eyes are on you and all fingers are pointing at you.
फैसल कुरेशी साहब, मैंने इस पूरी बैठक में क्या कहा और ये क्या कह रहे हैं?
अब्यूजिव वर्ड.
देखिए आप आज तो बहुत तमीज़दार है.
तमीज़ की बात नहीं है.
मगर आपने कल बहुत ही इंतहाई नामुनासिब गुफ्तगू की है.
सियासत पे आइए, मैं भी नामुनासिब हो जाऊंगा.
सियासत बिल्कुल. और आप अकेले नहीं है. आप अकेले नहीं है. बट जो
can I throw a very new
point है.
Fine. दो
बड़े बात कर रहे हैं.
बहुत छोटा.
नहीं, जो खान कह रहा है वो भी वैलिड है. वो इसलिए कह रहा है, मेरी बात सुनो, वो इसलिए कह रहा है कि वो तुम्हें क्यों बोल रहा है कि लोगों को टैग करे तुम्हें, क्योंकि तुम्हें पता चले कि पीटीआई को कैसे लगता है जब रोज उनको अटैक किया जाता है.
भाई मैं पीटीआई को अटैक
नहीं करता. No, hold on.
मैं अपनी टाइमलाइन पे बगैर इनका हैशटैग यूज
मेरी बात सुने.
बगैर इनका नाम
can you tell little Caesar over here why it is that every journalist in this country needs to think that they need to be superior and win a conversation? I mean, why can't you? No. That means देखा वही बात है ना.
हमें टैग नहीं करो.
I am thy God is better and it's not about winning a conversation. But let me tell you.
Conversation.
No,
he's saying this
exactly.
should be more important than the victory.
No, I think the entire
is my problem.
The thing, what they ask, I want to say one thing that I think he should know. You know what they asked about Larry King live? See, you interviewed how many? He says 56,000 people. He says, what's your secret? He says, very simple. He says, very simple. I will never pick an argument with my guest. He says, why? He says, the conversation's over. What do you expect? Why can't you do that for a change? Why can't you do that for a change? And believe me, you know Larry King.
Can I answer that? I am not Larry King.
Anywhere close even.
He was an interviewer. I am not an interviewer.
Okay, and you are?
Huge difference. I have an opinion.
आप source of funds की बात करते हैं. I'd like to know you. आप source of funds की बात करते हैं. No. Let me finish the.
You asked a question.
Let me finish.
Go ahead. You feel better?
Yeah. What's your background as far as journalism concerned? You come from engineering
I'm not a journalist.
and so then stop.
Who said I'm a journalist?
Then what are you then?
I am just somebody with an opinion and a voice.
Yeah, opinions are like hundreds, and if I don't want to say.
Don't listen to mine.
But the thing
have I ever tagged you in my opinion?
No, yes, you did, and this is why I'm unfollowing. No, the thing is,
you follow me by choice.
The thing is, you
Don't follow me.
I don't follow
एक मिनट होल्ड मैं ये कह रहा हूँ आई टोटली एग्री ऑन फैसल्स पॉइंट दैट यू कंट्रोल योर ओन टाइमलाइन. अच्छा, जो प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा है अभी एंकर पर्सन्स के साथ जो प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है इज द फैक्ट कि फॉर अ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ टाइम दे वर नॉट बीइंग रिस्पॉन्डेड बैक, है ना, कि कोई कमेंट किया एंड दे वर नॉट बीइंग रिस्पॉन्ड. अब जब कमेंट्स जो पिछली पार्टीज जो पावर में थी, अब to an extent right now I say MQM and PPP have hounded me enough of many times. जो trolls हैं, I've actually slowly identified कि किसको block करना है, किसको block करना है. You control your timeline.
Absolutely.
And I tell that to you guys also, and I tell जो whining और रोना जो है, you all these anchor person and whoever's offended by that, साइबर स्पेस की न्यू टेक्नोलॉजी में ये है कि यू कंट्रोल योर टाइम. यू कैन नॉट डिक्टेट कि वो क्या कह रहा है और मेरे खिलाफ कह रहा है, बुरा कह रहा है. इट इज बेसिक यू कंट्रोल योर टाइम. सो आई से पीटीआई के साथ भी यही है कि पीटीआई हैज कंट्रोल ओवर 2 or 3 फेसबुक अकाउंट्स, has control. We got a team of about 20-25 people. अच्छा, उन 20-25 people are not in the abusive. उनके पास इतना काम करने को, they can't be actually going around and actually humiliating and degrading PTI and supporters. दूसरे लोग कर रहे हैं. दूसरा बंदा अगर पैशनेट PTI सपोर्टर समझता है कि इमरान खान को जलील किया गया है, उसका अपना रिएक्शन, अपना तरीका से रिएक्शन करना
कर दूं मैं. ये जो लोग गालियां दे रहे हैं ना, वो अगर आप पीटीआई के अलावा कोई उनको नया तमाशा दे देंगे, वो उसके पैसे हो रहे हैं. आप उनकी शक्लें देखा करें, नाम देखा करें, उनकी फॉलोअर रेशो देखा करें. ये सब फ्रॉड है.
I agree.
They are not the right people.
But even in the genuine ones,
all I've been saying for months to PTI, जो अभी आपने कहा कि यार इसको डिनाउंस कर दो. आपकी वेबसाइट पे लोग हमें गाली देते, हमने कभी कुछ नहीं कहा. हम कहते हैं आपका वेब एडमिन जाए, इसको डिनाउंस करो. That's it. You can't control what people say on social media. Yeah, let them say it. But the party's responsibility.
When he says it, it's an opinion. When your guy says it, it's a troll, abusive, aggressive. It's which side of the pond you're standing on, my friend.
The educated side.
I think Khan should be on more shows.
No, but it is true.
He's got valid points.
And I've been saying for months. What have you been saying?
वो एक individual को कह रहा था, आप डिनाउंस कर दीजिए उसको.
He writes a comment. Hold on. He writes a comment on the day of the Jalsa. What a narcissist. Said, pardon my French, but
I never said that.
No, you said you were you don't use the word, but you were
narcissism.
Yeah, right.
Once a narcissist, always a narcissist.
Yeah, and you just kept on saying that. Yeah. I had a PTI guy. Anyone said you're trolling over you? He's trolling over you.
No, but you don't tag me.
अच्छा बात सुनो ना, तुम्हें ऐसी कोई बात बुरी लगती है, block him.
Block me.
No, I don't follow him. Period.
Okay, but still.
Block me.
What I mean to say, it's an opinion. He says it.
If you think his opinion is abusive, block him. That's what he's saying. If you think a PTI supporter, if you think a PTI supporter's opinion abusive, block him.
I am saying one thing, KG. What
I agree with you.
No, the pressure is, if he has to say something, and not talk about tagging. If he has to say something,
it's very important.
It's an opinion.
No, tagging is very important.
ठीक है?
But tagging कोई
random else guy says he troll हो गया.
मैं ये
ठीक
कह
है?
रहा हूँ कि अगर आपका supposed follower,
हालांकि the troll might be a bit more respectful than
but इसी बात है एक
sure.
Not just you. There are other people in the broadcast media who are very derogatory.
यार, I saw a tweet that says
जिस तरह एक चैनल एक एंकर को डिसऑन करता है ना कि जी इसका ओपिनियन है, उस तरह एक पार्टी कहती है कि ये सब, और आप
ये तो ये कर सकते हैं,
और आप पे इतना प्रेशर है, आप पे इतना प्रेशर, आप कहते हैं कि यार ये जो को बदतमीजी हो रही है, ये हमारा नहीं है.
Yeah, I saw a woman make I saw a woman.
You can't go
No. I saw a woman make a tweet about PTI.
People. It's impossible.
I saw a woman make a.
And let me tell you, 90% आपकी दुश्मन पार्टी के लोग होंगे जो आपके नाम से गालियां निकाल रहे होंगे.
Hold on.
आप पे ऑनर्स आता है कि आप इसको डिसऑन करो, बस.
I saw a person making a tweet. I saw
उसको नहीं, वो जाहिल आदमी के.
Right. So I saw a person making a.
जाहिल है, वो ये समझ के आया था कि मैं आज पीटीआई के अगेंस्ट शो करूंगा. वो गर्म पानी पी गया कि मैंने उंगल देनी है. उसको ये नहीं पता मैं पीटीआई के फेवर में शो करूं. अच्छा, उसको 3 घंटे बाद
यार एक सेकंड यार, एक तो ये मेरा जो भाई है ना, इंजीनियर टर्न जर्नलिस्ट, I love this guy.
कमांडिया इसको अब तक समझ नहीं आई कि मैं पीटीआई.
यार, I'm a simpleton ना. The thing is, a person makes a comment, Imran, what do you think about Asfiya, who's in jail in Yevo, and Yevo something, and 50 people will RT it, including you. You did it, by the way, and What has that got to do with Imran? And suddenly suddenly they all become PTI trolls.
Okay, you asked the question now. Can I answer it? Why did I retweet that?
Yeah.
There were 50,000 people in that Jalsa carrying that Afia banner. That's why I retweeted it.
There's a reference, no?
Yeah.
And the man who gave Afia to America
Was standing there on stage.
Who was that?
That's the beauty of it. No, so let's not go into the politics of PTI.
So then,
guys.
There's
Okay, on the right hand side there was free Afia. On the left hand side was the man who gave Afia.
I did not know that. So I learned something today.
Politics.
My bad, but I learned something there.
Social media. You've done a great job. Fantastic. What's next?
Closure.
But I think the social media angle is you gotta give them a trophy for it.
That's what the show was about.
Well, it's never been done before, right? These are first in Pakistan social media history. These are all 26,000 people. Pakistani cheeses, they are first.
Thank you.
Social media history.
And you know, people thought originally that MQM had it or PPP had it.
No,
nowhere close. Nowhere close.
People's Party had nothing. MQM had it. They had fantastic media wing. But these guys, they don't have media policy.
They just used it better.
They use social media better.
Yes.
They just don't know what to do with media. MQM is king when it comes to handling media.
Buying anchors.
Oh no, come on. Lame excuse.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you, MQM is the only party.
Engineer turned journalist. Just keep that in your mind,
MQM is
please.
the only party.
That's all you gotta do.
MQM is the only party where you call one person and say, this is the show, these are the guests. Can you provide someone?
तो एक carpenter को pilot बनाए क्या होएगा?
They are organized.
Jazz में shaking होएगी ना?
For a far longer time. They have been in politics for a far longer time as well.
No. People's Party's been there for longer.
People's Party is quite organized as well.
You have to call
यार Mr. Wikipedia से तो क्यों फटे लेता है?
Call every individual 50 times.
Mr. Wikipedia.
What is he, a mechanical or an electrical engineer?
I doubt it if he's in electrical. Yeah.
You have to call every individual 50 times and not get a response and beg them. And
People's Party.
Every party.
Really? Achha.
Every party. It's only MQM. Even PTI doesn't have a system.
They don't.
No, there's no system.
अभी FQ Bible बन रहा है. जब वो बन जाएगा हम सबको मिल जाएगा.
Media Bible.
But MQM was very well organized.
They are.
But you guys caught up and used social media fantastically well.
Thank you. My team, the team.
Okay, one question I have. I know the show has been very long, but I want to ask him because he's not a party member.
No.
He's a party voter. I want to ask him why he's voting for PTI. Just nobody interrupt. I want to hear it.
I've had it with the PPP, false promises. I'm an engineer by profession and I took some notes and they were never fulfilled, you know. I've had it with Musharraf. I think he's don't want him again. I've had it with the Nawaz Sharif brothers and so forth. This guy talks sense. Sure, there are a couple of issues he's not touched upon. He hasn't touched about how to deal with the women's law, etc. He hasn't touched about some of the religious alliances he's made. There are some very touchy issues. I want to give him a shot. What he talks resonates with me from within.
And this is why people are there at the Jalsa.
Unfortunately, I completely disagree. People are there because they don't have a choice. And that's the only reason I've been critical of PTI is that I wish these people, and I asked this question.
They have a choice.
The day of the Jalsa, I asked this question, just give me 5 logical reasons why you follow PTI.
He just gave you 6, quite a few.
Not one logical reason. It's because he has failed, he seems to be right.
So
it's not like objectively.
You're making the argument that यहाँ सांप में यहाँ आगे खाई में जाओ.
Thank you. It's that argument. All Russian roulette. I've tried everything. Inshallah, फिर मुलाकात होगी. प्लीज इजाज़त दीजिएगा.